Okay, now we're going to work with equilibrium price scenarios, the magic X, which I talked a little bit about in program 10. Soybeans currently sell at a price of $3 a pound. The New England Journal of Medicine recently published an article concerning the cardiovascular benefits of eating soy in every meal. How will this affect the price of soybeans? Well, we're going to look at the demand. If you notice on each one, I put what you're going to change. Demand, supply, supply, and on the back it's demand, demand. So the demand of soybeans would most likely increase because everybody wants to be healthy. So we come here, our equilibrium price is where they intersect. Our demand curve goes down and toward the right, supply goes up and toward the right. And we know price goes up that way, quantity goes up that way. Okay, if there's an increase in demand, I'm going to take my pen, lay it on my demand curve, and we're going to shift it to the right, because that means there's an increase. I got my new equilibrium price. Okay, so what happened to the price? The price increased, and so did the quantity. Okay, kind of getting the idea now. You just know which supply and demand curve is. Decrease, if you want to decrease the curve, to go to the left. If you want to increase the curve, go to the right. Okay, Katie currently sells handmade sweaters and scarves at a local shop. Due to drastic famine in Ireland, many sheep have perished, resulting in higher wool prices. Thus, now Katie must charge more. Why? Because it's going to be harder to get them, correct? So the supply of scarves is most likely going to decrease because the sheep were dying. If we come over here, demand, supply, equilibrium price, 1 and 1, up that way, up that way. So, supply curve, I'm going to put my pen on my supply curve, and it's a decrease, so I'm going to shift it which way? To the left. That's going to make price increase, and that's going to make quantity decrease. Number 3, Lenny owns a contracting and construction company. The federal government has mandated a minimum wage increase of $2 from 5 to 7. What will happen to the hourly rate he charges clients? What's that going to do to his supply? Well, if he has to pay more for labor, his supply is going to decrease. Okay, supply. Decreases to the left. Lay my pen on it, move it to the left. Oh, it looks like up above, doesn't it? Looks kind of similar. Price has increased, and quantity has decreased. I'm going to give you just a second to complete the next 2 problems on the back. And then I will continue. Okay, now let's complete the last 2 items. I'll do that with you to see how well you did. The Farmer's Almanac predicted a devastating winter for this past year, but we haven't seen much snow until now. With both of these factors in mind, what will happen to the price of snow shovels on the eve of a large storm? Everybody's going to want one, right? So demand is going to increase. Our equilibrium price, demand, supply curve. Okay? Demand, lay your pen, move it to the right, and we have a new equilibrium price. Okay, and it shows us price is going to increase, and quantity is going to increase. And last but not least, let's see how you did on number 5. A new study has been released proving the inefficiency of hybrid vehicles. However, 2 months ago, the amount of dealers offering various hybrid models nearly tripled. How will this affect the price of hybrid vehicles? Well, we're going to look at the demand, proving the inefficiency. That means they're not doing very good. So the demand is going to decrease. Got your equilibrium price, got your demand curve, supply curve. Okay, got my demand, what's going to decrease, that means it's going to move which way? Demand is going to move to the left. Make a new demand curve. Price is going to decrease. And quantity is going to decrease. I hope this helps you just a little bit with your supply and demand curves.